promised us a pizza party, and then he goes on and locks my team. I mean, actions speak louder than words.
I don't love projections. Sometimes I think they're dumb. I don't love draft grades. I think draft grades are stupid a lot of the time. Speaking of, we might need to do some draft grades later.
And now, for the greatest fantasy football podcast this side of Nevada, hosted by the biggest of chickens, Joe, and Kyle Milby, it's the That's My Quarterback podcast, sponsored by Richland Chevrolet.
It's my quarterback.
All right. Hello and welcome to a new episode of That's My QB. You might notice we got an extra guy today. We got Isaac here. I let a Wasco guy into my house. And I let him wear a Wasco jersey. Well, I don't know what's going on. And Joe's wearing pants, so there's a lot of crazy stuff going on here tonight.
To be fair with that,
actually, it's in the morning.
He came in wearing a sweater. You let him in wearing a sweater.
He fooled me.
I knew I wasn't going to get in wearing the Wasco jersey.
Well, and Joe, you forgot to wear shafter gear too. What's going on? And you're wearing pants?
Up in my closet, and the shoulders are all torn up from all the hits I did. And,
yeah.
I got it. I even got my practice jerseys and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just torn his shirts because you're too tough.
Yeah.
Too tough to have that available. So we're going to do something a little bit different today before we get into the podcast. I left my notebook over here. We're going to talk about a little Shafter Wasco. And I think we should mention it's 4:30 a.m. Thursday morning, the day before the Shafter Wasco game. Joe's idea to do the podcast early this time.
I love it. I got
other than late. I do see more energy out of you. So I like that. But yeah, let's get right into it. So Shafter Wasco game has some pretty major implications this year. According to the records that we've scrounged up, this is the 99th meeting between Shafter and Wasco, which means next year's going to be the 100th. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be a huge deal. And both teams, overall record, and we think this is correct, 48, 45, and 5. So only things that have stopped the rivalry from being played, I believe, was COVID, which is pretty lame. I mean, that was pretty lame. And then World War II.
Right. What would have been crazy is if they would have played COVID year, this big matchup would have been number 100.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Undefeated going,
that's a great point.
One loss each going in for the title, number 100. That would have been.
Yeah, that would have added even more. Exactly. Wow. Another way that COVID really got us. It ruined our lives. Exactly. Well, thanks a lot, Joe Biden. Anyway, so huge game. I mean, every Shafter Wasco game is huge. It does. You know what they say? Whenever these two teams play, throw the records out. Right. It doesn't matter. Yeah. It's a rivalry game, and you can't hardly say. I feel like in high school football, you can't always say that because sometimes you get teams that are so lopsided, and there have been lopsided games. But I feel like even when the teams have been unevenly matched, it at least has started off competitive. There's. The team that's worse has always you're going to get their best effort. So, but this year they both entered the game 8-1 and undefeated in the SSL. So this is for the SSL championship. And man, when's the last time both of these teams have had a lot of success lately in the SSL. Have they played for the SSL title recently?
I want to say in 2021, Kennedy had Shafter beat Kennedy, and so they had a chance to finish in a 3-way tie for the SSL championship. I could be wrong. Don't fact check me. But
so it's probably been a little while since it was these two teams for the solo championship. And from what I haven't watched, disclaimer, I haven't been following high school football super closely this year. But from what I've seen, it looks like the SSL was a 3-horse race, and Wasco narrowly edged out Kennedy. It must have been a wild game. The score of the game was.
Yeah, I was at that game. It was a shootout. Nobody could get a stop. Wasco had one stop the whole game, and that was at the very end. They forced a fumble on the last drive with about a minute remaining, got the recovery, and then needed out to win the game.
What do you call a shootout, but could it still be a shootout when the teams don't throw? when they're just running all over each other down the field?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Is that a barn? Is that a barn burner?
It's a barn burner.
No, it might be a barn burner.
Did he run the double wing?
It's not the double wing. It's a little bit more like a wing T variant, but yeah, they get on you quick. They had a running back who had, I think, like 375 yards and 6 touchdowns in that game, and I just can't imagine having that game and losing. I mean, that's pretty demoralizing.
Definitely. It is funny that both those teams run like a different version of the double wing offense.
The worst offense.
And and they both run it very well. But so we got 4-0 in the SSL for both teams, or maybe 5-0. But anyways, not only is the SSL championship on the line, also right now Shafter's ranked number 1 in D4, Wasco's ranked number 3. You got to imagine whoever wins this game is probably also number 1 seed in the Division 4 playoffs.
That's huge.
And
home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Could we get another Shafter Wasco game in the championship?
Can you imagine that?
That would be
Yes.
that would be So hey, I didn't even think about that.
COVID saved our lives.
Maybe COVID did save our
Do
lives.
you guys know if Wasco and Shafter have ever played in the playoffs?
I don't.
I'd imagine they've got to at some point that many matchups.
If you're somebody listening to this video and you're a Shafter Wasco historian, let us know in the comments, because that's interesting. I guess we'd have to hope. I guess so. The hope would be, I suppose, whoever loses ends up, because the bracket would need to end up to where they would.
They would have to be on opposite sides.
It'd be nice, yeah. Obviously, if they were going to face off again in the Valley Championship, they couldn't be. It couldn't be a 1 in. They could what? How would that work? Because they'd have to be the top 2 seeds.
Or
3.
Or 3.
Someone would have to be
Or
1.
3.
So whoever wins this will be 1. And then
Because then one's going to play 4.
I figure they're just swap places if they're
Yeah,
lost.
okay.
I don't see it.
Yeah, so CIF, if you're listening, yeah.
Someone send this.
Why don't you do that? It's this. Yeah, winner gets the number 1, loser gets the number 3, because
that would be a
or
shame
2,
on the
or 2.
CIF.
yeah, that's a shame.
A shame on the CIF.
There we go. If you know, you know. Definitely, yeah. So we'd like to see, make it some drama. If these teams could make it to the Valley Championship and face off against each other, that'd be great for the rivalry.
A big moneymaker for the CIF too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Probably one of the biggest attended D3 Valley title games in the history of the Valley.
Is there a bigger rivalry in all of football? I was thinking, I don't think Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady was as big as Shafter Wasco.
Yeah, you look at the rivalries. I don't know a high school rivalry that even compares. I think I've heard of. They talk about like who is it? De La Salle and like Long Beach Poly. I think that was a big rivalry in California. But as far as high school football rivalries, I don't think there's a better one in the whole country.
No.
I think this compares right up there to Michigan, Ohio State.
Packers
Alabama,
and
Auburn, Packers and Bears, NFL.
If this game was playing and Michigan, Ohio State's playing, I'm watching this game.
Same.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Give me Shafter Wasco every day of the week.
Yes.
So lots at stake here. What are some of the things that you guys remember from high school as far as like the festivities? Obviously, Shafter does the Burn the Tiger. You guys do Burn the General.
Burn the General.
Okay. I wonder, think they stole that from us?
I think so.
Or vice versa. Burn the Tiger just seems. And
that's a little too far. Don't you think you should call it like PETA and have them involved?
Well, at least we're not burning a human alive. A general's a human being.
Yeah, but it's a general. Like, it's just, tiger is like, it's an animal, dude. You're not going to eat it.
I wonder why didn't you guys do like lynch the general or anything like that? Why did you have to burn it?
I don't know about that.
Lynch the
Might
general.
not be as entertaining. No.
Just put it like drop the platform and just hangs. That'd be something. Yeah, it's funny though, because we're laughing at that, but burning, it is burnt. You know,
Are any
what's
other high
worse,
schools doing
burning
that?
or lynching? I don't think so. I gotta imagine no. And I think Shafter's taking it to a whole nother level recently. They like do it in the cornfield now.
Yeah, it's a
When
whole
we were
city.
in
It's a
school.
whole city.
Yeah, it's like everyone attends it. So, yeah, and then you have one thing that I thought was really cool was I'm sure they probably still do it is the game day rallies.
Yes, the
So,
exchange rallies.
Yeah, the exchange rally. That's very cool because you know you go as a Shafter, you go to the Wasco. The Shafter players go to the Wasco rally, vice versa. And those rallies are definitely the rowdiest of the year, and it is pretty crazy, you know, I'm sure it is for both people, being at the other school's rally, because you're like, man, like, this is enemy territory I'm entering. Like, I'm here just to be cheered against and hated for, like, the next 30 minutes. So I think that was maybe, for me, like, the coolest part of it. Go ahead.
For those that don't know, I went to Wasco my senior year, so my only rally was at Wasco, or my only rally that I went to for this rivalry was my senior year. And I just remember going into the auditorium, because that's where Wasco does their rally, and it was just like a pit. And I was intimidated as a Wasco guy. I was like, this is scary. I mean, I can only imagine how the Shafter people feel. And they did a really good job back then. But I mean, it's only gotten to another level. League member Ben, his wife Haley Coyle, she's the activities director at Wasco High. She does a great job with that. So shout out Haley, shout out Ben. But yeah, no, those were always insane.
By the way, Ben, still a big Shafter guy. Still a big Shafter guy.
I don't know about that.
Hey.
Allegedly.
He goes to all the Wasco games, and
at the last league lunch, you told me to get over the rivalry, and I said, Ben, I can't do that. Says, trust me, it's weird for the first couple of years, and then you get over it. Why don't we get over it?
No.
his kid said that.
We put Ben to the test.
6'7". I don't know if you know what that means, but
I don't think anyone knows what it means. I don't think it means anything.
well, some people might know Shafter is 6'7", so
6'7". I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Are you remember the Fonzie? Or
Yeah, Fonzie's got boots on the ground. He knows.
Fonzie's a little younger.
Fonzie's younger than
Yeah.
Dang, Fonzie's a baby. That's right.
Well, and he works at Grow a couple days a week, right? So
Oh, he definitely
the kids,
knows.
yeah, he knows what 6'7". That's who I heard it from was my wife.
I think it means like mid, kind of. That's
Mid, like-
yeah, just like
I heard it's just something you say to say, and it doesn't really mean anything.
I've heard
But
that too.
I don't know. Yeah, how does it feel that we're too old for some of these things now?
I feel like BK. Someone help me with my phone.
I feel like I haven't aged out of it yet. I'm pretty active
still
on
in the know?
TikTok, so
Oh, okay. See, I'm not on TikTok. I've never been on TikTok.
I don't want to get spied on. So, you know.
China.
I don't care. If I die, I die. So
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
not
nowadays it's like, I think it's become like, if they want to spy on you, they're probably going to find a way, unfortunately. But yeah, and hey, and also at the exchange rallies, you get the video. The video is always a fun one.
Were you guys ever in a skit, a Shafter Wasco skit?
Yeah.
I was, my junior year, I was like, the way that they made fun of me my junior year was just my size. They didn't have much ammo, but I was small, you know,
Okay.
as a quarterback.
Yeah.
I was only like, 5'9" quarterback. So, I think at the end of the video, and I wore like a headband.
Okay.
I think they had like a little guy with a headband, and then he was like, said something dumb like, okay, I think maybe there was more to it because I said like a pretty dumb thing in an interview after our game against Taft. So maybe they're going off that too. It might have been deeper than I thought now that I think about it.
Do you
But he
remember
said
what
like,
you
if
said,
this is a team, can I play quarterback? And like that was it. But my senior year, they had more ammo because I didn't end up playing in the game my junior year because I was injured. So yeah, so that's pretty much, that was a big part of the video my senior year was like, they were like interviewing me and like, I can't remember the whole thing, but at the end, it's like, what did I say? My character's like, oh, we're playing Wasco this week? Oh, I don't play against them. And he just like runs away scared. So, hey, they got me. They got me.
How did that
That was pretty fun. If anything, it made me feel good because, it makes if you're the focus of the video, that means that they at least respect you.
Flattering
If you're
almost.
if you're hated, you're respected. So honestly, I was flattered by it. Because, and there was another thing too in there I won't say. Maybe I'll say it if we do this again next year. Maybe I'll mention it. Maybe I'll mention it next year.
We might need to do a chapter Wasco playoff preview.
It's true. Another fun little tidbit from the video that I remember. But anyways,
We'll have to pull up that video, try to find it.
yeah, we might be able to find it. That's true.
Do some research.
Yeah, it might be on there. So one of the things that I thought we should look at was let's check out some of the stats from the guys this year. Obviously, we we know from Shafter, Ezekiel Osborne at quarterback. He's been a 4-year starter. He's broken a lot of records, like all-time records this season. And our other star player, Marion Sloan at running back, who's committed to Boise State. Is that right?
Genty 2.0.
Genty 2.0. I love it. And yeah, it's just to look at some of their stats. Osborne right now sitting at nearly 2,000 passing yards. Sloan's 83 carries, 1,111 rushing yards. Shafter's pretty balanced at receiver. I mean, it looks like they got 4 different guys over 200 yards. Nobody over 500 yards, so they're really spreading around in the passing game. And then as far as Wasco goes, let me pull them back up here. We've known that Wasco, they've always been a running team.
Yes.
That tight double wing offense.
I will say this year they have a little bit more balance.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Quarterback that transferred in from Texas, Javen Hernandez, and he can sling it. I mean, they're still not 50-50 as far as run pass balance, but still probably run about 80% of the time. But when they do throw it, they have been successful. So, I mean, the kid can sling it. So I'm excited to see him on Friday and see him against a good competition.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. So I believe is it Hammy Lopez?
Hammy Lopez. Yes.
Hammy Lopez, 107 carries, over 1,000 yards rushing. So he's really the one that's getting a lot of the carries in this offense. And even looks like the quarterback that you're just talking about, Hernandez, also a good runner. 633 yards, and another sophomore, Holsey, 513. So that's kind of their 3-headed monster rushing attack.
Moroni Carranza, also pretty good X factor out at receiver too. He can catch the ball.
11 catches, 258. He is their leading receiver. And yeah, 769 receiving yards. Yeah, so sometimes it's 642 is what it says for Hernandez, but it's definitely somewhere around there. Sometimes the people entering the stats in high school don't get it right, but hey, yeah, definitely more yards than Wasco usually has passing. Yes, so yeah, that's something that they'll have to watch out for in the game. So one of the questions I want to ask you, are they still running the tight wing T every play? Is it a variation? What are they doing?
Essentially, yes, but they run it from shotgun, and then they just have a back to the side instead of like 2 wings. And then occasionally they do split receivers out. Usually they'll throw from when they split the receivers out, but they also throw from the tight formations as well. They got a pretty good tight end that they like to throw to too. So
so they're running it's shotgun every play.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So shotgun every play, a running back
back next to the quarterback.
Okay.
And then a wing opposite the running back.
And then a wing up. Okay. So wow. So this is a lot different than what we're used to seeing.
You don't have the fullback. You just have the quarterback, running back, wing.
Still okay. And then 2 receivers and a tight end, or how's
either 2 tight ends and a receiver? No. 2 tight ends and then sometimes they have like a trips formation they'll throw out there. They have like certain packages they throw out there. So they like to mix up the personnel.
Okay.
So it's definitely more diverse than years past. For sure.
Probably still the same concepts though. Tight splits, power running.
Yes, definitely power.
Okay.
No zone running scheme.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that'll be interesting to see. Personally, I haven't made it out to many Shafter games, or hardly any at all this year. But Shafter, they're going to spread it out. Obviously, Sloan's going to get involved on the ground, probably in the air too. They got some good young receivers, Joe. So they got a freshman receiver.
Yeah,
pretty- it's
Isaiah
gotta be a coach.
De La Mora. I had the honor of coaching him at the Commanders, helping him out, and he's a good route runner. Got excellent hands. Basketball kid. I don't want to say basketball over football kind of guy, but those kind of guys, they're the most talented receivers. And I know when we played Wasco in youth football, he could run his way over any of the corners, and he's like a cheat code. At least he was then. Obviously, you're a freshman out playing older kids. You're not necessarily the cheat codes yet, but I kind of have a prediction where I think Wasco sells out to stop Sloan, and
Okay.
I think De La Mora ends up with either over 100 yards or 2 touchdowns. So that's my bold prediction: either 100 yards or 2 touchdowns in
Okay.
this game.
Hey, I like it. We'll see. That'd be huge
Any takers?
for a
BK,
freshman to
let me
come
know.
through.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have chances because I think Wasco's going to load the blocks to get Sloan. So
Yeah, so that was, I think my next thing was I was going to see keys to the game. Isaac, what do you think Wasco needs to do if they're going to beat Shafter?
I think Wasco needs to take care of the ball. I think they need to control the clock. I wouldn't obsess over that too much. Just kind of have good drives, 5 yards a pop. And then when you pass, you got to make sure you're getting rid of the ball and not taking sacks, because where Wasco really struggles is when they get behind the sticks. So really stay ahead of the sticks, and just defensively, you just got to find a way to get stops. And I think you got to sell out to stop Sloan because he's their best player. And then if Ezekiel Osborne beats you through the air, it happens. You just got to recover and get him on the next drive. You just can't. You got to find a way to get multiple stops, unlike Kennedy, because I think Shafter's defense is a little bit better than Kennedy. So I don't think it's going to be as much back and forth as that.
Okay.
So I think they're going to have to force turnovers. I think that's the key, is turnovers.
Yeah. And I mean, turnovers, any game, the team that makes the least mistakes,
Yeah.
especially in a close matchup, is going to win the game most of the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, if Shafter or if Wasco can, limit Sloan, obviously, if you can stop a team's best player, make them play left-handed a little bit, that's always something that's gonna help. Joe, I don't know. What do you think? What are we thinking for Shafter? What does Shafter have to do?
Yeah, I think whenever you play a team like Wasco that primarily runs the ball, from my experience, when you get them to like 3rd and long, it's tough for them to, 3rd and long, 4th and long, they're gonna open up the playbook, try to throw. Shafter has a good secondary. I think they might be able to come away with a pick or two. So I think the key to Shafter winning is going to be get ahead early in the game. Try to score quick, make Wasco play from behind. I think it puts them in a territory where they're not necessarily used to, or at least this year. I mean, I don't think
they haven't
been behind very much at all. And so I think if you can make Wasco play from behind, force them to get uncomfortable, force them into some desperation throws, and take advantage of that. I think that's where Shafter's key is. Get ahead early.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, and I think that was a good point in, especially 1st and 2nd down. Like we both, they like to get ahead of schedule. At least, and I remember definitely from playing them back in the day, they're running that power running game. They don't have a lot of negative plays.
Yeah.
They're gonna get. I mean, it's really hard to stop them from getting at least a few yards on those plays. So if you can get them into the 3rd and long situations, that's huge, because when they're in 3rd and short, I mean, it's almost automatic conversion.
If you could force a lineman to hold, throw like an outside blitz and hope in desperation, a big guy, just sticks his arms up trying to pull someone down who has speed, I think you start getting penalties and.
Oh, wow, we're getting just some strategy here.
So that's my inner lineman to be talking.
That's
You can't force linemen to hold.
the one stop that Kennedy got against Wasco in that high-scoring game was because of a holding call. They got it was a 3rd and 4 and turned into a 3rd and 14 and killed the drive. And so, yeah, that could be the key. That could be a big factor in the
Does
game.
Wasco punt?
Yes, but they don't like to.
No.
So
Do they
they
still-
haven't really needed to much this year, though. But
Do they still onside kick after touchdowns?
I hope not. I was going to bring that up because both teams have prolific returners. Hammy Lopez, multiple return touchdowns this year. Marion Sloan, I know he's a prolific returner as well. I know he's had plenty of returns for touchdowns. Call him Devin Hester, if you will. But I just think it'll be really interesting to see what both teams do with the kickoff. Because, I mean, kicking it deep to those guys is risky. Because, you know, in high school, usually kickoff coverage units are subpar because you're throwing a lot of kids out there that don't play both ways. So
Yeah, and you see a lot of teams nowadays that, hey, pop it up to like the second guy in the second row. He's gonna call a fair catch or something.
Yeah.
And hey, I mean, I get why coaches do that. But yeah, I just remember that was another thing. I mean, when we played Wasco, they were just ultra aggressive. So yeah, they're scoring, they're kicking an onside kick. I mean, and a lot of times they're recovering it. So
against Kennedy, they kicked it deep every time. And then last week, I was at the game and they pooched it every time. So
Okay.
I don't know. It'll just be interesting to see what they do.
You know, I'm not a shafter coach or anything, but looking at this game plan here and that, what I would do would be only onside kicks. Because if you want to prevent Wasco from controlling the clock, start them at midfield. Even if they recover, I mean, they're not taking up a whole quarter. You know, if they do march down the field and score. If you just let them start and, you know, kick it through the end zone, start at the 25 or whatever, and they 5 yards of pop all the way down the field, you get the ball back, quarter's over.
Yeah.
You start them at midfield, even if they recover it, you know, you take up half the quarter, you score, you get the chance to go and retaliate. So I would probably highly consider onside
maybe.
kicking every play.
maybe it's gonna be interesting to see the strategies that the coaches come out with. Wasco first year coach, right?
Yes, Kyle Waddle, for sure, coach.
And he was their quarterback back when me and Joe played. Yeah. So I think he was probably your year.
Yeah, it was my year.
Same,
in my career, I got 2
2013.
interceptions on him. So.
No, hey, how about that?
Nice.
Wow, that's pretty impressive as a defensive lineman. Yeah. Or were you playing linebacker too?
I was playing linebacker both times. It was 8th grade year and freshman year.
Okay.
I got only 2 interceptions against them.
How many career interceptions do you have?
I probably only got like 4 or 5 maybe.
Okay.
I
thought you were going to say 2.
Do you remember?
I remember you getting one in a scrimmage game in Gladiators, and I was like, wow, I didn't know Joe had that in him.
It was a scrimmage.
It was like Highland or something. I think it was Highland. Yeah. You jumped up and
I did the
tapped in
JJ
the
well
air.
before JJ was doing it.
Yeah.
Popped it up, came, caught it, and I vividly remember catching it, getting tackled, and then Kyle running and jumping on my back, and hitting me, and I remember that. It was the coolest thing. So.
Who won that game?
Sorry?
Who won
the
that?
scrimmage or the?
Oh,
Which are against Wasco.
against Wasco.
When I had the interceptions, we won one, Wasco won one.
Okay.
All right.
So,
All right. Well,
let's leave it at that.
so Isaac, you're not. Me and Joe, we're from Shafter, lived in Shafter our whole life. Wasco, Wasco's not Isaac. I'm calling him what? Is his name Wasco? His name is Wasco. He's Wasco transplant. Where'd you go? Where'd you come from before you went to Wasco?
Okay, so I was born in Indiana. For those that don't know, my dad's a pastor, so I've moved around a little bit. But
Is your dad the pastor of Valley Baptist?
No.
Okay, sorry, go on.
Yeah, he was a pastor in the Church of Wasco. He had some medical issues, so he had to resign.
We'll talk later.
Yeah. But so I moved to Wasco from West Valley High School, which is up near Reading. Actually, we're up near Layton, I think.
Oh,
I believe that's where he's from.
Layton,
Ooh.
if he exists.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Layton?
I've not seen
You're
Layton.
from the area and you've never seen it.
It's a big area. I mean, it'd be like if I'd never seen you in Bakersfield before.
But you have.
Side note: when you were in Reading, did you play high school football? You played.
Yes.
Well, did they have any rivals?
Yes, we had Anderson High School, also blue and gold. So I was used to hating blue and gold. So I was 1-0 against them on varsity. So
Okay, all right.
I mean, safe to say. I mean, I'm good in rivalry
Good
games.
rivalry games. All right. Well, we'll have a little bit more on that later when we get into the batting curse league portion of the podcast. I don't know. Is there anything else we should mention about this game that's going on tomorrow night?
Do you guys want to talk about your history against Wasco, at least like in high school?
You know, I will say Wasco was very good. Whenever I played against them, they did win. And same with Joe. Joe's just a year older than I.
Yeah, I think with my history with Wasco, I've happened to go against some of their elite running backs. Those of you who might have been around the area, if you can't beat them, What do you do?
You can't beat them, cheat them.
Yep.
Yep.
That was my sophomore year, I think. I was on varsity sophomore year, played against Cheeto. That guy was good. Isaiah Sharp, I believe, might have been towards the end of my year. I'm trying to think if I played against him. I think I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, Sharp was a very good running back.
I know they had another one. I think I graduated by the time Greer was there. So we had I went against some really good running backs against Wasco and some really old linemen. They start their kids late and hold them back, and they turn 20 by the time they graduated. And who knows, juicing or not juicing, but I've played against some of those peak teams who have won Valley Championships.
Yeah, they did win. So my junior year, Joe's senior year, they did win the Valley Championship. That was 2013. And still had a lot of those players when I played them in 2014. So, hey, they're a tough team. Got to give it to them. They were a tough team to beat back then.
I'm sure you guys wish you would have been in high school either like 10 years earlier or 10 years later, because it was not a good time to be.
It was not a good time. I mean, for any team playing Wasco in those years. I mean, they pretty much beat most of the teams they played. So
they went on a big win streak in way of our record there. They caught up.
Yeah. So my senior year, it was the last year of the decade of domination, is what we called it. So. Yeah, we had the Wasco Shafter shirts. They had like Shafter's grave on them. I had all the years we beat them. And so it was pretty cool being part of that. It was Perucci's first year, my senior year, so it was nice getting to beat him before he kind of went on this successful run. But played Alex Aguilar. I don't know if you guys remember him, but it was...
Alex, a very good player. Set a lot of records.
I'm very connected in the Wasco community. My wife's a teacher and cheer coach at Wasco. Obviously, I mentioned Ben's wife. She's the activities director. They're both third generation Wasco grads, so very involved. So, I mean, I may not be born a Wasco Tiger, but I've been around it.
Do you consider yourself a Wasco Tiger? Or do you consider yourself a Wasco boy or a Bakersfield boy?
Wasco boy.
Why do you live in Bakersfield?
The housing market in Wasco is kind of rough, so.
Can you look at the camera and draw your Wasco fans out there?
Well, I'm just saying that Wasco.
Where's the Jersey buddy lives in Bakersfield? I don't know. Me and Joe, where you live, Joe?
I live just down the street over there.
Yeah, and we're filming this in my house in Shafter, so we stay true to our city, to our town.
I went to college. Most people say they're college town. I didn't. Came back that same day I graduated, so I'm never staying away ever again.
Where did you do grocery shopping?
La Carne here in town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Juice.
Apple Market.
The homie Juice who we played with,
Do you ever go to Walmart or no?
We support. No, they turned into like a big factory. We don't like Walmart, so.
Oh, you're anti-big factory?
Go ahead and try. You won't catch me.
You don't like big grocery or what?
I don't like big grocery?
Yeah.
No, I like supporting local business, especially some of the classmates and teammates that I played with. The homie Juice, La Carne.
Shout out Hugo Garcia.
Pricey, but you get what you pay for. So, have you been to La Carne?
I have not.
Do you grocery shop in Wasco?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Drive all the way to Wasco.
Sometimes when I'm feeling frisky, I'll just get my mobile order from Wasco and drive into Wasco, say what up to the folks.
Mobile order
for Walmart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, when you're visiting family or something,
yeah.
you do that.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I'm still well connected in the community, and I don't know if you've ever been. I mean, we got some good restaurants.
Yeah, that's interesting. I was actually thinking about bringing that up. Here's my question to you then. Shafter had a roasties first. What does Wasco do? They get a roasties themselves. Shafter had a Latin Imperial. What does Wasco do? Get a Latin Imperial. Shafter had a, oh my gosh. La Fonda. What does Wasco do? Get a La Fonda.
Wasco had a Starbucks first.
Here's my
what
question.
Shafter did.
Here's my question. We make it better, we get two. That's
Hey,
what Shafter does.
did you know? Did you?
So let me ask you this.
No.
If Wasco's so great, how come, and you only have great restaurants there, how come all you guys are doing are copying Shafter?
Did you know that the guy that was eating the leg, that he was from Shafter?
We don't have time about that. Who told you that? Was that Kyle that told you that?
Well, I didn't know. I did not tell him that. I'm surprised that he knew that.
Yeah, I researched.
I texted you. I was saying I hope
He was
Isaac
That
doesn't
made
know
me
that.
sick to my
He was,
stomach.
he was an undercover agent. He came to Shafter. He was a spy. We found him out.
Well, think about it.
And we
Think
said,
about
"Look,
it.
dude. If you're gonna act like this, you don't belong here. You don't
Yeah.
belong. Go where you're gonna fit in. Go to freaking Wasco. Do what you're gonna do at Wasco. And next thing you know, he's munching on the leg.
Yeah.
So he
How many
fit right
legs?
in there.
How many legs did he eat when he was in Shafter?
None.
Probably.
He
goes to
What
Wasco?
does Wasco do to him?
He starts eating legs.
Starts eating legs. That's what Wasco does.
That's crazy talk.
We have a police department first. What does Wasco do? Like,
Wow,
get your
that's
own
a
police
really
department,
good
you know,
point.
like-
It's a great
Yeah.
point. It's a
We
great
were
point.
way overdue for a police department.
So there's been a little fun and games. Obviously, you can see it's been getting a little contentious
It's a little
here.
heated.
In the Isaac's our only league member for biggest ties. Only one that went to Wasco High School. So there was there were some signs out with Wasco's, or man, I keep calling him Wasco. What's going on? With Isaac's face on them, and I think Isaac was he was the chapter general in that sign.
Yeah, I
right?
saw them. I mean, I don't know. I mean, allegedly, people would just like to assume. Here's the thing, though. I posted that picture in the group message. You can have any one of our group members. Fonzie likes doing pranks. Why don't you go after Fonzie? BK loves doing pranks. What about BK? I mean, I'm married. I have 3 kids, pregnant wife. I have a busy schedule running a business, youth pastor at a church. I'm busy doing ministry, doing all sorts of things. Do you think I have time to go and play around and to do that stuff? I mean, it's all allegedly, so, but I thought those were good signs, funny pictures, captures Isaac's trueness at his heart.
Yeah, and all we know for a fact is that there were 4 or 5 yard signs placed strategically.
There's 5 from what?
5 from what you heard. They were placed strategically in Bakersfield on what would be Isaac's route, probably to and from work, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Isaac, when did you? And these signs all display the Shafter General mascot with Isaac photoshopped onto his head. Isaac, when did you first see these signs?
So
what were your thoughts?
I coached basketball in Lost Hills with my brother at the wonderful College Prep Academy. So I was leaving for practice.
Okay.
And I left around 3:45, and that's when I saw the signs. So when I saw
How
those,
many did you see?
I saw 2.
Okay, 2. These were right
Now
outside.
I'm hearing that there's 5. So
These
now
were right
I'm-
outside your housing development,
Yes,
where you live.
I live in the Bellevue community right there.
Okay. Did you have to double take it first?
Yeah,
you
I thought-
noticed these signs organically. No one tipped you off.
No, nobody did.
Okay.
I when I saw him, I thought I was hallucinating. I said that in the group chat because I was like, man, I just saw that image in my head. I was like, I've been a little sick lately, so I was like, what's going on? And then it hit me. I'm like, pranker Joe back at it again.
Wait a second. So you have removed these signs since?
Maybe I
Are
have.
some still
Maybe
sitting
I
out?
haven't. I don't know.
I think you did confirm that there was one on Santa Fe and Kratzmeyer that you did remove.
Yeah, I work in those fields sometimes. I don't want the owner of those fields to come and say like, hey, why is there a picture of you in my field? So, yeah.
Understandable. So you thought this was Joe, so you needed to retaliate.
I didn't think it was Joe. I knew it was Joe.
You knew it was Joe.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I should have brought this up, but so the way that Isaac, how did you decide to retaliate?
I want to retaliate. I want to hit Joe where it hit him the most, and I know his business is very true to him. And
Big Joe's Pool Service. Shout out Big Joe's Pool Service.
yeah, shout out. Actually, Big Joe's Pool Service paid for my lunch last week, and Joe said if it was this week, he would not have paid for it. So,
You will not catch me eating lunch with Isaac this week.
and I think that's fair. I mean, all due respect to the rivalry, that's good. So I left a Google review on his business, a very kind, very good review, respectful to Joe.
5 stars, to be fair.
5 stars. I mean, I could have given him 4 stars because, he missed some of the edges of my pool, but I gave him 5 stars because he's such a good guy. And, I mean, look at him. He's just Tiger Joe. Some people call him Tiger King,
Who calls me that?
I don't know, me.
That's it?
Yeah.
So I think it's fitting that I think I'm gonna have to read the review. And this was Well, it says, oh wait, 3 reviews. I guess that means Isaac has done 3 different reviews. But this was
I've
the
only
first.
done 1 review, so
Oh,
No,
so that's
3 for you've reviewed.
your account.
A
Oh,
three
gotcha,
reviews.
gotcha.
place in London or something. Right? I think it said you reviewed a place over in London.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe I did. I don't
You
know.
been to England before?
Do you remember going to London?
Yeah. I went for a wedding in May, so.
So yeah, I think we should read this. And by the way, there also is a picture of Joseph with photoshopped orange shirt photoshopped onto an orange Wasco shirt, as well as a like tiger hat. Almost reminds me of like a Winnie the Pooh tiger hat going on. So that's a tough look for Joe. It's with Photoshop and AI these days, it's pretty easy to do stuff like that.
It is.
It's dangerous. So here's what Isaac Bacher, how he reviewed Big Joe's pool service. Big Joe is a great pool cleaner. Not only does he do a great job of cleaning pools, he also does a great job of rooting on his Wasco Tigers. He has always loved the orange and black. He told me if he could make pools orange, he would. He also famously said, "The only thing grosser than a dirty pool is the Shafter Generals." Talk about bleeding orange and black. If you love Wasco and have a pool, Big Joe is your guy. Wow.
You notice how I did it under my name? I'm not trying to duck from the pranks. You're still trying to pretend that it wasn't you. Trying to blame Fonzie. I'm sorry, Fonzie. You don't deserve that. Trying to blame BK. I know BK's on my side in this thing. True Wasco guy.
Yeah, BK's. What's going on with BK? Why does he think that?
He's got someone planned up his sleeve.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I'm not appreciating the this little Wasco shtick he's got going on.
Oh,
Acting like he's a Wasco guy.
He went and got the gear to burn it. Is what he told me.
okay.
So
Okay.
he's gonna
Well.
burn that gear. Like all Wasco gear should be burnt.
Okay. The jury's still out if BK is a Wasco or Shafter guy.
We'll find out Friday. Are you going to the game Friday?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Great.
We should have a league meetup at the game for those that are there. Maybe put on a halftime show or
Yeah, let
something.
me talk about that review though.
Maybe.
Here's the thing. I mean, there's one thing to assume that I did, this funny prank putting a yard sign out, which may or may not have happened. But that's my business, man. I mean, that's what I support my family with. That's what I, provide for my children, provide for my wife, provide for myself. Most of my clients are in Shafter. So when you put something out like, oh, he hates Shafter, loves Wasco, all these kind of lies, so I had to very carefully word, because it is a professional business page, so I couldn't be like, oh, Isaac, you suck, anything like that. So I had to try to cover for you in what you had said. So I had to leave a reply and figure out how to do that. And
Do some
do it
PR?
professionally, do some PR, try to cover up. So I am waiting for an apology whenever you realize that maybe it wasn't me pranking you.
Hey, I mentioned you were in my workplace too. I work in those fields right off Santa Fe and
What makes
Kratzmeyer.
you do that to the side? Do you have a camera outside your house?
Yeah, I do.
And did you see me drive?
I actually asked my neighbors on the corner too to
What
look.
did they say?
They
They
said,
saw the big truck drive by.
yeah.
Well, you're lying because I have good intel that whoever did it wasn't driving a big Joe's truck. So
Oh.
I know you don't have cameras.
Oh,
Wow.
they saw your shirt.
Interesting. Well, that was some funny pranks. Man, we're already going long. Isaac, what time you gotta get out of here this morning? It's 5:27 a.m.
I was thinking like 6:15ish.
Okay. All right. So, I think. Do we have any last words to say about Wasco Shafter?
Wasco sucks.
Go Wasco.
They're gonna get exposed on what is that? Wombo?
What?
W for Wombo. Look it
I'm
up.
not a SpongeBob guy, but
Yeah,
even I know it's a
look,
SpongeBob thing.
Wombo. What is Wombo? Look it up.
Okay.
You're not a SpongeBob guy? Me neither.
I mean,
But I just
I'm
know
not
SpongeBob
diehard.
things. But well, all I can say is, yeah, let's go Shafter. And so if you listen this far and you're a new listener and you just listen for the Shafter Wasco segment,
Probably a lot of people that might have listened. For
maybe hopefully this can get out there. We'll have to share it. Obviously the game's tomorrow. We're doing it Thursday morning. We went to do it earlier in the week, but hey, we're a little bit busy, and I had lost my voice. But yeah, hopefully some people see it. If you're only tuned in for the Shafter Wasco part, you stick around. Now we're going to talk about our fantasy football league. So this is always fun. So things that have been going on in the Madden Curse League recently. I think the biggest one was we had a huge upset. So the New York Jets got their first win. And our winless, beloved Brent, who oftentimes struggles to crack 100 points, he got his first win this week against none other than Big Joe. Joe,
Brent.
what happened?
Look, I mean, I was looking at my roster. I don't think there's anything I could have done different to come up with the win. Christian McCaffrey let me down. Bijan Roberts let me down. My team put up a decent effort, fell short by 4 points. It was hard to watch that game, being that I remember when I picked up Troy Franklin off the waivers and traded him to Britt. And
Oh, that's right. Oh, man.
And Troy Franklin goes off, catches every single one of them.
I didn't even think about that, Joe.
It's just things that keep me up at night, Kyle.
Yeah,
That's
that's
mistakes like that.
super tough.
Yeah,
tough.
Britt has his first win, well deserved. Yeah, I don't know. My team's looking like Wasco right now, just not that great. So.
Let's be honest. That Joe's team,
Don't even read them. Don't do that.
it was a fluke. It was a fluke. Christian McCaffrey's not going to score less than 10 points. Maybe I don't know the rest of the year. Same thing with Bijan Robinson.
I see how
I mean,
roster. Don't read the roster.
But hey, maybe like Joe's saying, maybe he did this to himself. Picking up Troy Franklin immediately, shipping him off to Brent, and getting a pretty good return. I think like a first-round pick.
I think it came with some stuff. I don't know if it was the first.
I don't know. I just remember thinking the trade was pretty lopsided in Joe's favor, giving him a hard time about it, and then it maybe poetic justice that Troy Franklin was the number one receiver, and Brent Starr ends up scoring 144 points. He was the third highest scorer
Revenge
of
game.
the week. So yeah, and I mean revenge against this podcast too, because we do talk about how bad Brent's team is a lot.
Some of us were hoping for a winless season, is what I understand.
I don't know. I don't know if I was hoping for a win this season.
Expecting
Potentially. But hey, Brent's in the win column, and stay tuned. He might get some more wins. He might get some more wins coming up here in the near future. You never know.
I don't think the last place is like. I mean,
all of a
obvious
sudden,
as we thought.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Jeff. Sorry, Commish, you might be in there.
He's in the
Fonzie, I kind of hope you get last. I got your first round pick next year.
Ooh.
So sorry.
All right. Spicy.
Yeah.
And I have Brent.
Oh, you got Brents.
So
One of you guys are going to have a first round or pick number 1 in the draft.
yeah.
Maybe.
Jeremiah Love.
Maybe.
Probably.
Hey,
see.
that could be big. It could be a big get. So, but other than the upset, I mean, not too much going on in the chat recently. I mean, usually there's a lot of drama going on. Obviously, I think we discussed Fonzie not mowing his lawn and then getting it mowed.
Almost getting the victory.
By the way, we did have we had a impromptu league lunch, non-sanctioned league lunch. Joe was there, Isaac was there, I was there.
Who pointed it out? Ben was all the top 5 teams.
Yeah.
All top
Ben
5
with
teams.
an all-time meme, all-time SpongeBob meme. Jeff watching us have fun, and then we were the top 5 teams having lunch. And it was the top 5 teams having lunch.
Might be a good idea to just do that every week. Top 5 teams.
Top 5 lunch.
You can get relegated or promoted.
Top 5
I think
only.
I'm sitting at 5 right now, so that motivates me to do better.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get to stick with
It's a
the
little more
lunch crew.
extra.
Yeah. So that was fun. And we did confirm with BK that BK was in fact packed up, had his lawn equipment packed up, and was actually about to start driving out to help Fonzie with his lawn before Fonzie got it done. So Fonzie, we're glad that you haven't gotten evicted. We're glad that we can all still show our face at China Cuisine without being associated with the guy that Scotty had to evict. But
He needs to water his lawn now, is what Scotty's saying. So water, get a sprinkler, something.
Yeah,
Figure out
something.
a watering system there. BK come a couple times a week, water towards his lawn for him.
Yeah, he probably would. He's a great guy. So I was thinking, we're about midway through the season. So we're gonna do some QB Doobie awards, but before we get to that, I think let's talk about our favorite moments from the season so far. Since we had a little slow chat, let's think back to midway through the season. What was your favorite moment of the season? Joe, you want to go first?
Have Isaac
Isaac go
I
first?
think he had one in
Okay, Isaac, what do you got?
I mean, I don't think you can top yours and Keith's matchup and the drama from that night. I mean, that's the reason why we all joined the league, is for moments like that. And so it's just seeing that, Keith leaving the league, everybody kind of being in shock that he left the league, discussing it. I mean, it was hilarious. No offense, Keith. It was hilarious. And I just hope there's some more drama like that going down the rest of the season, because, I mean, that was great.
That's what I had too. I mean, if we think back to that matchup, Keith's 0-3. I believe I was 3-0. He had changed his team name just before the matchup to Haley Steinfeld's team. I think he had just made a trade, a pretty good trade, where he acquired Josh Jacobs.
Yes.
And here we are. It's Sunday Night Football. He has his stud Josh Jacobs playing against the Cowboys. I have Javonte Williams and Jake Ferguson, and it's just a touchdown fest for the players on our teams. It's just going back and forth. I don't know if you remember at one point, it was literally Josh Jacobs touchdown, Jake Ferguson touchdown, Josh Jacobs touchdown, I think Javonte Williams touchdown. So we were seeing Keith live in the chat, living and dying with every score in that game. And yeah, it ended up being that I had a lead going into Monday night. That Sunday night, it was so much was happening. I had to do a recap video just to discuss everything that had happened. And then Keith ends up getting so worked up that he left the chat.
Who was that Monday night game? Was that the Packers?
I think there was 2 games, but what did it for him was he had Garrett Wilson playing Monday Night Football late in the game. Scores like a garbage time touchdown, crazy catch in the corner of the end zone to give him the win.
Wasn't it a controversial catch too? Like,
Yeah,
it might have been a bobble at the end.
It was close for sure. But so Keith was down in the dumps. He even went as far as leaving the chat that Sunday night game, only for his team to get the victory. And from there, Keith ran off 4 wins in a row, right? I think he went from 0-3 to 4-3. Yeah, so I mean that was the moment of the year so far as drama. But Joe also has a good one.
Yeah, so for me, I have a couple. The one I think I liked the most was when BK left the chat with the Texas game.
Mm-hmm. Red River Rivalry, Texas, Oklahoma.
Yeah, that was I think what made that one of my favorite moments is BK literally has a nuke of this league that had been given to him at league lunch or discussed about. Mm-hmm. He had been sworn that he wouldn't ever bring it up again. And yeah,
Don't you do it, BK.
He starts threatening BK, to go ahead and drop it. A nuke, one of them we know for sure went in the league. The other 2, they're not necessarily nukes, but they'll do a little bit of damage, a little bit.
Yeah, maybe hand grenades.
But the fact that you, me, BK, and Jeff had a private text message saying, "Hey, what do we need to do? What are we going to do about BK?" And Jeff and I were actually talking about moving to Canada. So that was an intense. We're all waiting till 11. And then BK said, "Just kidding. It's not going to be 11. It's going to be 9." And I got off my phone. I didn't want to see. That was one that really. And I think like half the league was on at 9 o'clock, just waiting to see what was going to happen.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Part of me was like, "There's no way that he does it." Part of me was like, "He might do it."
We talked about it at church the next day. We were like, "Can you believe BK?"
Yeah.
Starting to do that. That was one, and then obviously I have 2 that I've personally really enjoyed. I enjoyed the Gibbs trade, seeing Jeff's team get worse. Seeing Jeff's freak out. He blew up his team. I mean, I sent a list of players that had crossed through Jeff's team at some point. That's a good list.
Yeah.
I mean, would love to have any of those players on our team. I'm sure Jeff would love to have any of those players on his team. But that Gibbs trade, seeing that I had offered him a lot more at some point for Gibbs, and then seeing him sell Gibbs for pretty cheap compared to what he had been offered in the past. And then that reminded me of the Derrick Henry deal when he sent Derrick Henry to Keith for Kate Otten or someone.
Yeah, I think it was a pick. There might have been a first round pick in there.
Yeah, so sent Derrick Henry away, and that was another one of my league favorite moments because Jeff messaged me after and said, "What do you think about the trade?" And I didn't want to say you definitely got taken advantage of because I didn't know if he was doing a secret vote, you know. And see if it's fair. That's back when we could vote. And so I just said
pre-dictatorship,
right down the middle. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So we got a little early Jeff 8 segment. You just threw that in there. Surprise Jeff 8 segment.
It's maybe
Love
more
that.
like a Jeff Love
Or-
segment. I love how much Jeff's team is sucking in that segment, maybe. Not necessarily hate Jeff himself. It's more of a I hate Isaac right now this week. There won't be a Jeff hate. There'll be I hate Isaac. And
I did write that down as another good league moment.
nasty orange color he's wearing here.
Is this new rivalry?
Looking like a traffic cone over there.
I feel like I get.
Don't even play the victim right now. You come into Cal's house wearing that underneath, sneaking in here.
What am I
taking
supposed to
off
do?
your sweater and then saying, I feel like it's just, no, don't do that. You're the one that came looking like a traffic cone, so you gotta deal with it.
This is a nice looking traffic cone.
I would run that cone over if I see it on the street.
Oh yeah, that's too bad.
Don't
I-
catch it on the street.
That is pretty cool that they let you keep your jersey though.
I know.
I didn't let you keep yours?
I don't know. I don't think I have it. I think they kept them.
Oh.
Yeah,
mine.
like for the next year's team.
Okay.
Yeah, these
See, mine
jerseys
was-
were
mine was
one and
so,
done.
Mine was so torn up. Doug Thompson, when I gave it back at the end of the year, he said, Joe, what am I supposed to do with this? I love to hit, so I had it all torn up. And he goes, Joe, I can't give this to the next guy. And I said, well, can I keep it? He goes, I can't give you something for free. It's against the rules or whatever. He goes, pay me $1 and you can have it.
Hey,
I bought my jersey for $1.
It's
Doug
probably
Thompson,
the worst
OG.
purchase you've ever made.
former
Worst
Shaft
purchase
Price
ever.
School
Now you
AD.
got
Shout out
Fair.
Doug Thompson.
Well, see, you didn't even have to buy that one, did you?
That was free.
No one wants it, so they just give it away for free.
No, they were actually
No, no one wants that.
they were one and done.
I
It
had
was a
to
special
buy my
edition.
jersey because people wanted it. People wanted to wear number 56 after I left.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking, number 5.
No.
A lot of people who were really good used to wear number 5, and then here comes Isaac takes number 5, and now it lost all its value.
No, it's like
Am I right, Kyle?
it's
A
like
lot of
11. It's like
a lot of
11
good
for
running backs
Penn
wear
State.
Number 5 over at Wasco, and
Yeah.
then you come along, take number 5, and they say, well, there goes all the value of this jersey. Let's just let them keep
Hey,
it.
I was defensive MVP, so
Oh,
Number
watch
5
out.
is an offensive
Watch
number in Wasco history.
yeah. Well, I
got a
mean,
point.
some people play both ways. I believe Terrence Grinner played both ways. And then I think Sean Sharp was number 5, pretty good athlete.
I believe
Was it Sean Sharp or was it
Austin
Isaiah Sharp?
Tijerina.
Isaiah Sharp is Sean Sharp's brother or cousin.
Oh.
Austin Tijerina.
I think he's also a 5.
Yeah.
Right.
That sounds right.
It
We
was
played
T.
against Isaiah Sharp too?
Yeah. Well, he was
Yeah,
2013 or
Yeah, we
2012.
played against Isaiah Sharp. He was.
Yeah, he was really good too.
Yeah.
Who's the one that went to Frontier? Was that Sharp?
Yeah, that was Isaiah
Oh
Sharp.
yeah, that was Sharp.
went to Frontier. Well, anyway, see, Sharp knew what was right. He's a good running back. Plays for Wasco. Goes, this team sucks. I'm better than this. Let me go to a real team, and ends up going to Frontier. So
But I believe he had a much more successful career at Wasco because, Wasco gets the most out of people.
ooh.
So,
So what running backs have done anything for Wasco since you guys have so many rushing yards? Do you guys have any Boise State commits?
we do
Or
not.
do you guys just go to Bakersfield College and your career goes down the drain?
I mean,
Quentin Cheatham?
I don't know. I can't speak on the history of it, but all I can say is, you go to Wasco, you have success, you beat Shafter. That's
Also, Shafter has a big stop. What did Wasco go do? They got a big stop now. The old Sinclair. So,
yeah, but our big stop is
Copycat
better.
League.
Yeah.
Well,
the homie Love Deep.
love.
Listen, you guys.
This
Shout out
rivalry
Love
is
Deep.
not going to end. It's going to be tough to get through this podcast
Shout out Love
because
Deep.
we just keep beefing.
All right. Well, let's try to move on because we got to finish at one point here. So let's move on to our mid-season QB Doobie Awards. Thank you to Isaac. Isaac had a lot of good ideas for these mid-season awards. We
Wasco.
might have to have Isaac on the show again.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe the three.
Glad to
Maybe
come
the,
on.
maybe the three-man panel is. Maybe we got something here. We got a little more contentiousness, so I'm liking that too. Here's what we're gonna start with. Gosh, my handwriting is so sloppy. I can't even remember what this was. Here we go. So, best temporary departure. So far, 4 league members have departed from the league. Keith started it, as I mentioned before, during that crazy matchup between him and myself. Then once Garrett Wilson caught that touchdown pass, I departed from the league for a short time. And Joe, you departed. Why did you depart? I can't remember.
Just to fit in.
Join the club.
I don't even know why I departed or something.
And wait, left the chat. Left the chat is what happened. Yeah, and then BK left the chat when he was in his sorrows after the. Yes. Were you doing 6-7 over there?
Hey, I just saw
Hey.
What is that?
So you do know what it is.
I'm sad that I know what it is, but yeah, it's
Have your kids done that yet?
No, they're not. Oh, they're not on TikTok. They probably won't be on TikTok. For a long
They
time.
probably hear
Maybe
about it
never.
at school.
And my oldest is 3 years old, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, and then BK, he was man. The thing with BK and going back to the Nukes, I wasn't sure. He was in just a different mind state, I think, than I had ever seen him in. He was legitimately upset. You never know with BK, how under the influence he might be at any given moment. So yeah, it was worrisome there if he was gonna actually drop the Nukes.
Said he couldn't count how many he had or something, right?
Yeah, it was scary
That's what made it
times.
so scary.
Yeah, I mean, he was just right there. There was the button to drop the nukes, but thankfully he didn't.
Credit to Keith. That was a good troll job too, of getting under BK's skin and just being at it.
Yep, he memed him. He memed him to death.
Yeah.
Or get memed and gift.
Memed to death.
Memed and gift to death. And the picture of him doing the horns up on his couch, that was a classic too. So drum roll for the winner. Winner of best leaving the chat is Keith. Keith
winning the QB Doobies.
Yes. Keith getting the QB Doobie Award. This was an easy pick. Obviously, we talked about it earlier as being one of the best league moments. It was all leading up to that, and then when he just left the chat, everyone was like, "Wait, what?" So that was a great moment. Thank you, Keith, for that moment. I know we like to tease you, but hey, Haley Steinfeld's team went on a 4-0 run. We're sorry about the Scatabo injury, but good luck the rest of the season, buddy. So next we got biggest upset. We haven't had a ton of huge upsets this year, but obviously going back to it again, an 0-3 Keith did beat a 3-0 Moi, so that was a big upset. And then most recently, Brent beating Joe. Yeah. We've already discussed both. Maybe we should just do a drum roll already. The QB Doobie Award for biggest upset. It is Brent over Joe. And Brent, he was winless. Mm-hmm. He now has a win.
Yeah. Maybe he's only one of the year, because some people are saying.
Maybe not.
Without Genty too. I mean,
without Genty, big deal.
Crazy.
Without Genty and Joe, I mean, he had his running backs in. Mm-hmm. McCaffrey was in. Derrick Henry was in.
I thought it was going to be an easy win.
Saquon even had a big game, but Bijan and McCaffrey let you down.
4 points.
As people in this league have said, Joe, I mean, he's not in first place right now, but he still might be the best team. Brent beat him anyways.
Truth, so.
All right, so next award, we're going to do best turnaround. And this is going to best turnaround from last season. So we have a few finalists here. I put Keith on here, even though Keith, I think in the standings he ended up pretty decent last year.
Yeah.
But I think for him it was more of a turnaround from the off season that he had. I felt like in the off season he maybe hurt his team a little bit. Yeah. And then he made some trades early on this year that have, and obviously changed the team name to Heidi Steinfeld's team, 1-4 in a row.
I would like
Pretty
to
big
see
turnaround.
Keith's team's average age last year versus his average age this year. Because I think he definitely got a lot younger.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, it'd be interesting to look at. I also have Ben Coyle on here. Mm-hmm. Ben, our lovable loser, the wheel spinner, 12th place. 12th place last year, and what place has been in right now? Let's check.
He's got top 5, right?
He's in fourth place, 6-2 on the year. He's got a team. I mean, a world exists where Ben Coyle ends up winning this league. He's got a decent enough chance to end up winning the league. So, I mean, if he went from 12th to 1st, I wouldn't envision another team doing that in this league for years to come. Would be an awesome thing if he was able to do that.
Ben has told me that he just wants to stay out of last. He just doesn't want to get last. And so that's why he's got the theory in his head, like, F them picks. Like, I don't need the picks. So traded all those picks, got good players, and he's really turned his team around.
Do you think spinning the wheel was a wake-up call for Ben?
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. I think he's happy he got the punishment he did. I think there was much worse punishments on there, but
There were worse ones.
yeah.
It actually landed on.
Yeah.
That was another good controversy.
That was, contentious.
Yeah. Yes.
His Ben's punishment essentially is to get healthy.
Yeah.
That's what Ben's punishment is.
Yeah.
Come on,
To get in awesome shape.
Mike,
Great
come on.
cardio.
So, that's still like 13.
Half marathon is tough though. I mean, it's going to be grueling. I mean, it's no full marathon, but hey, 13 miles, it's no joke. Yeah, so I can't wait till the day that we get to go cheer him on.
Yeah. We got to get him a shirt that has,
So
Yeah.
Wasco sucks.
I don't know about that, but maybe
Well,
something league related.
Yeah, league related, and then we just put a little Wasco
This
sucks.
league
Yeah.
hates Wasco.
Yeah, there we go. Manny Hurst hates Wasco. I love that. All right. And I also had BK and Zach's team on there. I believe they were bottom 4 last year. Ended up in the consolation
I
bracket.
think both years they've been bottom 4.
And man, they lost week 1. They've won 7 games in a row. And man, they're another team that looks like they could be the best team in the league right now.
They might be. They were up there on my power rankings, number 2, I think.
I had them too. Yeah, I had them too. I had Isaac 1.
What'd they score last week? It
They
was
scored over 200.
Yeah.
I think that's the first.
They scored over 200.
I think they were the first ones to break that
Why are
mark
we
this
talking
season.
about that?
No, that's true. They're
200?
I think they're the most underrated team in the league. I don't know how they're not getting talked about at 7-1. But if you look at their roster, I mean, they did over 200. They didn't have their best player, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He wasn't even playing last week. But you look at their team. Chase Brown is coming around. They fleeced Jeff on a trade to get Chase Brown. You know, Jeff, he's had some frustration trades, hasn't he? And they also got Lad McConkey from Jeff, and maybe another frustration trade. And he's turning it around this year. And I mean, DeAndre Swift has kind of been a revelation.
Yeah.
The Bears are running the ball this year with Ben Johnson, and Achan's been a stud. And I mean, St. Brown is otherworldly
Tucker
as a
Kraft
receiver.
has been huge.
Yeah, Kraft demolished my Steelers last week. I think he might now be the number 1 tight end. Let's see. Oh, he's number 2. Okay. So one of the best tight ends in the league.
Kyle's number 1 Ferguson.
I don't if he still is. He got 0 points last week. So I don't know. We'll see. But they have a solid roster. And they even have the bench. Oh, Breece Hall finally had a breakout game last week. Eventually they're gonna get McMillan back. Got Addison on the bench. I mean, this is definitely a team that could compete for a championship. And they are hot right now.
I wouldn't want to face them right now.
No, would not.
I think I face him next week, probably. I think.
Oof.
It's going to be a tough one. I'm kidding. I was expecting to beat Brent and then go on a little bit of a battlefield. But this is not looking good for Big Joe.
Well, thank goodness for 18 playoffs, right?
Yeah. 18 playoffs. Anybody goes to playoffs. And if you don't, that's an embarrassment on your team.
I didn't make the playoffs first year, but I was embarrassed. So you're right about that.
You're
Hey,
a very young team.
If Jeff doesn't make the playoffs this year, what do you think he's going to do? Is he going to expand to 10 teams?
10 team
Yeah,
playoffs.
I think Jeff will make he's going to make a new role.
Yeah.
Commissioner's always in playoffs, something like that.
He might add some more teams to the league just so he can make more teams go to the playoffs,
If
NCAA
Jeff
tournament.
added 2 more teams to the league, 14, do you think he expands to 10-team playoffs?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Maybe 12 teams even.
You know, Jeff might just expand us to a 16-team format because he's won my 16-team league twice.
Oh,
So maybe he's a 16-team league merchant.
Yeah.
What do you think?
He's okay in it right now. He's still alive in the 16 team.
Yeah. I'm not for certain how good he's doing right now. But yeah, I think he's the only one that's won that league twice. So he knows how to win in the 16-team league. Yeah.
If we do add to the league, I hook we get some Wasco people in the mix.
No more
Even
Wasco.
it out a little
Oh
bit.
man.
You're lucky we didn't know you're from Wasco.
Yeah.
Or I didn't. I would have fit.
I think the only reason he got in was because his connection to Ben. It's his Shafter connection.
Yeah.
So it is a Shafter league, but hey, we're letting Wasco or Isaac. Man, I did it again. I'm not even doing that on purpose.
You just see
We're
like
letting
orange and you're
Oh
like,
yeah,
Wasco.
just Wasco. It's early, man. I just we let him be in the league and let him come to my house. So yeah, for now.
Until BK
But-
pays for your team.
Drum roll for the best turnaround. I think this one's obvious. Ben Coyle. Anytime you get a 12th place team who's competing for the championship, I mean, quite a turnaround. We're very impressed, Ben, with what you've done with your squad. Yeah, I hope you beat everyone except for me. Anyways, next we have manager of the year so far. We have some of the same guys on here. We do have Ben on here. Obviously, you know what he's done. BK and Zach, like I mentioned, they've made some really good trades to get themselves from a good team to now a really good team, I think. And I also have myself on there. My team has, I think my team has came into their own this year, you could say. I had some young players that have now taken on bigger roles in their offense. I think Smith and Jigba is a big thing. A big reason why I've had a lot of success, him being Seattle's just true number one receiver now. And hey, I gotta say, I have had a lot of luck this year too. I did not think Javonte Williams was gonna be the stud that he's been. I did not think that Jake Ferguson was gonna be the stud that he's been. But
Kyle, you're number one seed right now. I think that's why you're on that list. Let's go through your roster.
all right, let's go through it.
Read it and
Yeah.
see how elite
All right.
Kyle's roster is.
Let's read it.
You got Lamar Jackson hopefully coming back tonight.
Yeah.
Lamar
Should I say
Jackson-
how I don't want to brag too
how
much.
you acquired him?
How I acquired each player on my team?
Do you remember?
No, it might take a little while. It might take a
Lamar
little while.
Jackson, he got
Lamar
because
Jackson, I
he
traded.
away.
Lamar Jackson, I received in a trade from Jeff after the first season. I traded. I received Lamar Jackson and Kenneth Walker for Jalen Hurts. All right, carry on.
Then you got Kyrie Williams.
Kyrie Williams, I acquired in a trade from Joe. I traded Joe the 1-1 overall pick. Acquired Brian Thomas Jr. Disappointment. Kyron Williams and Isaiah Pacheco.
Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams, I believe I actually drafted him in the inaugural draft, and I'm surprised. I don't think I dropped him yet. I don't think I dropped him the whole time, even though he kind of sucked with the Broncos, and luckily it's paid off.
You got Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen, I acquired in free agency in the offseason
Zay Flowers.
when he was not on a team. Zay Flowers, that one, right now it looks like that might be a bad trade. I believe I traded away George Pickens to you for Zay Flowers straight up. But that was when Pickens was a Steeler and our quarterback situation was not good. But now obviously he's in a good offense.
Jake Ferguson.
Jake Ferguson was a 5th-round pick in the draft this year.
Rasheed Rice.
Rasheed Rice,
Glad to have him back.
I acquired, yes, he's been huge for me. I acquired him from Joe. I sent Joe Xavier Worthy and some picks.
Yeah.
Some first round, definitely at least one first-round pick.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Oh, I think I also acquired him from Joe in a trade.
Season 1.
That was back when Smith and Jigba was the number 3 option on the Seahawks behind Lockett and Metcalf.
Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua, I drafted him in the inaugural draft. My proudest, he's my prized possession.
Now let's just look at some of your scrubs here. We got Brian Thomas on the bench.
Yeah.
Isaiah
He's
Pacheco,
been
Kenneth Walker.
struggling. Yeah.
Scary Terry.
Yeah, Scary
Jameson
Terry.
Williams.
Scary Terry came back. He got a touchdown, and then now he's out again. He's having a hard time staying healthy.
Jameson Williams and Christian Watson, who I think that's a good acquisition.
Yeah, I spent a lot of fab on him. More than I needed to apparently, but
So,
We'll see- we'll see if he can stay healthy.
Kyle's team is elite, unbeatable, unstoppable for the foreseeable future.
yeah, that was fun, Joe. Thank you
Not
for
even Shafter can take on your team.
letting me brag about my roster.
Came a long way from Del Taco.
Yeah.
And Taco Dell. Or
That's right.
Del
Was that what it
Taco.
was?
It was Del Taco,
Oh, Del
yeah.
Taco.
Tank Del Taco.
What happened to Tank Dell?
I traded him to Brent.
For what?
I sent him and Jalen Waddle for a first round pick, Joe. Yeah,
First
Jalen
rounder, what year?
for next year. Yeah,
Wait, you sent him Tank Dell
and Jalen Waddle.
and Jalen
For
Waddle.
the future 101.
Okay. I mean, Jalen Waddle's been better this
He
year,
has
so
to do better than I thought.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is he better than the 101?
we'll see.
I don't know.
Right.
Oh.
I'm unlike Joe. I don't try to make excuses for my trades. I am trying to make trades that I think will benefit my team. Sometimes it backfires. There's a winner. There's a winner and loser in almost every trade. Almost every trade.
Except the ones I do. I make it fair. Isaac, do you think my trades have been fairly down the middle? I mean, sometimes you message me and be like, yeah, I think that's a fair trade.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, for the most part, they're pretty fair. I mean, there's just sometimes, like, I'm pretty stubborn. I just do not want to trade a certain player. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Keith just sent me a trade,
Right
believe it or not, during the
A live
podcast.
trade.
Keith, I will not reveal
Wait,
it.
should we pull it up?
You should
Live
send it
trade
on a
review?
podcast. How great would that be? Read
I'm
what it
not
is.
accepting.
Oh, please, can you?
Read what it is.
Can we read it at
Your
least?
opinion.
This is
Keith's-
big. This is
Keith,
big.
Keith is going to
First
be
time
very.
this has ever happened.
Yeah, I don't
Keith is
think
gonna be
there's been
very
a live
upset.
trade. We've had live acquisitions.
Okay.
But,
Here we go.
As we
Alright.
know, let's discuss that Ramondre Stevenson, he did not practice yesterday or Wednesday. So that's a factor. But, yeah. Keith is trying to set, he's going to be so mad. He's going to come at me in the chat.
that's true. He doesn't like when we put our
He's
trades
going
on
to start his
blast.
own podcast. He sent me Kendrick Bourne, Justice Hill, Cedric Tillman, a 2027 fifth rounder, a 2028 third rounder for Travion Henderson.
Did you check your DMs? Because he might have said Joe's 2030.
Oh, first rounder of 2028.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a first rounder in there?
In 2028.
Well, I got to say that is that's a Keith trade right
I
there.
think I've offered you more.
If I've seen a Keith
Yes.
trade, that's Keith
Yes.
trade.
Sorry, Keith. I'm not going to accept this one. Joe's offered me much more.
Oh no.
Oh, here it
Is
goes.
it actually? Did you decline it?
Keith.
Oh no.
Where were you at, Keith, when this moment happened?
Man, Henderson though he's been a little disappointing this year.
Yeah, but I mean, rookies
not-
take a while.
Yeah.
Henderson is going to be the top dog. He's going to be elite. I think Vrabel's a good coach. He's not throwing Henderson out for the Sharks. Instead, drafting Henderson and Kirk Stevenson to figure this out. But you can see they're still using Henderson. He's
Yep,
probably
still using him.
averaging more yards a carry, I would imagine. I wouldn't be surprised by the end of the year if, come playoff push time, if Isaac has a new running back in Henderson that's going to cause some trouble.
That's what I'm
That's
hoping for.
to me.
Nah, I don't know about that.
He's running like a shafter running back.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
We'll
on
see.
some. Maybe the next Travion Henderson.
Oh, could be. So, well, we went on a little tangent there, but if you remember,
Imagine that if he goes.
that'd be pretty
What
cool.
if somebody
What a moment,
used-
full circle moment.
What if he was drafting what if he had signed to a practice squad? Would somebody use a first round pick just to take Sloan?
Might have to.
If Drew goes into the NFL, signs with the practice squad, are you
Dang.
using your first round pick to take your son?
Absolutely,
Knowing that I would take him in the first.
absolutely. Got to trade up for him.
Yeah.
Man, imagine that league is
I wanna
still.
blame
Imagine
you.
our league is still going
We'll see.
this far from now.
2040.
I hope it is.
I don't know. This
Been
league
fun.
might blow up from the.
Oh, the new
Yeah.
quality drop by then.
Well,
I hope not.
yeah. Let's
That's,
manager of the year. BK and Zach. So managers of the year. Managers. Yeah.
yeah, we got off the rails quick.
Yeah, BK and Zach, obviously, also a big turnaround. Last year, not even a playoff team. This year, a juggernaut. But, man, the acquisitions that they made in the offseason, the trades that they've made in the offseason and now during the season, and just the team overall is looking really good. And, yeah, they're second in the league in place and second in the league in points for, coming off a 200-point game. So yeah, they are dangerous this year. So now let's go to
we need the
a little more of a sad award. We're gonna most disappointing team of the year so far. So I have 5 teams on here. We're really throwing a lot of people under the bus.
I don't know. We pick one.
But we have Joe on here.
Yeah.
Joe was picked by some to be the first place team,
You.
number one team in a lot of people's power rankings. If you've seen his running backs, you would see why I have him why I rank him so high every week. But Joe's 5-3. He's in 5th place. He's coming off a loss to last place Brent. He's been a little disappointing, but hey, he's still going to be in the playoffs. And hey, he's still 3rd in points for. So in no way are we counting Joe out. We also have Jeff on here. Kamish, it's been a little rough season. The first 2 seasons in this league, he was a very good team. Yeah, very good, respectable team. Definitely competing for a championship. And right now, there's no way you can say he's competing for a championship.
He's trying to keep his head above water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's treading water near the bottom of the table.
Trying to avoid being a furry.
What punishment would you probably go for Jeff?
It's a good question. You kind of put me on the spot there.
You're just gonna stick with the furry? That is.
I might just stick with the furry. I can't think of one.
To be a furry,
Yeah.
Like they legally have to change.
I kind of thought about it. It'd be funny. There's like a furry convention to like send somebody to the furry convention.
Oh man.
That'd be a great one to send a furry convention.
Oh, that'd be tough.
I think it's in like LA too, so that'd be perfect.
Oh man.
That'd be great.
I really don't want to get last.
I think you're safe.
At least this year, I'm
Thank
safe.
God for 18 playoffs.
Ridiculous, 'cause I was talking to my wife about it. She thinks it's a little ridiculous, but like, I would rather go to a furry convention than wear orange. Is that like too much? Like, am I taking it too serious?
No, that's how it is. It runs deep.
I'm dead serious. I'd rather get a tattoo than be caught wearing a Wasco jersey.
It's fair. You want to wear this one?
Not at all. That won't fit around my leg.
Yeah, I'm losing circulation right now.
This is tight jerseys. So we also have Mike on most disappointing. And Mike, I mean, he's 3-5. Last year he was the number 1 seed in the playoffs. A lot of his struggles, I think, have come from injuries that he's had, and also he's kind of he's doing like a soft
Rebuild?
like a soft rebuild maybe. Yeah. Like he's rebuilding, but also still, once he gets healthy, he could probably compete for a championship. But he has a lot of picks coming up. We also have Fonzie on there. Fonzie, the inaugural champ. Last year, not as good. This year, not as good again. He was hyped up about all the second round picks.
A lot of fun around him. A lot of fun in the off season. Fun talking about Fonzie's second round picks and stuff. And now it's just we're pushing on the show. None of them are developing as fast as he would have liked.
Yeah. He made a lot of predictions about himself, saying, "Hey, you guys are crazy. I'm going to be way better than everybody's saying." But so far, not so much.
In his predictions that he's told me, I won't quit listening to him now because he said he was going to beat Ben, and he said he was going to beat you with all those players on the bye week.
I did have a lot of players on bye.
Both of them, so I'm not going to listen to another word.
He could have beaten me. Head down week.
He should be going again to work here pretty soon.
Got to call him, make sure he's on the job. And then also I did have Leighton on here. Leighton, second place 2 years in a row. This year, trying to avoid last place. So, drum roll. Let's see. Most disappointing season in the league so far. Sorry, Kamish. It's Jeff.
Yeah, sorry.
Jeff's garbage.
Yeah. I thought he was going to be a contender this year. I mean,
one word to describe Jeff's team that isn't disappointment. What would you say?
Chapter Generals. Booty.
No, that's Fonzie's word. That's booty. Booty. One word for me. I would say scared.
Ooh.
Scared. Jeff has been managing scared. I think he's really scared of getting last place. So I think that has forced him to make some maybe trades that he wouldn't have made if he was more comfortable in his position. And I don't love some of the trades he's made, Joe. I don't love some of the trades he's made.
Do you think he's going to ever come out with a commissioner's statement about I understand what I've done to my teams. We're working on figuring out the issue. Come out with anything like that? Like dear league,
like he's gonna try to be better. He's gonna try to be a better manager. Like as commissioner of the league, we hold him to a higher standard.
Yeah, you think he would admit being like, I made these dumb trades. It was a moment of weakness. I'm weak. My team's weak. Everything's weak. My muscles are weak. I'm gonna try to do better. Did he do anything like that?
I don't know if he's gonna go that far. I think he's honest with himself though. I think at the end of the year, he'll assess where he's at and try to go from there. But Jeff, I know we do a lot of Jeff hate on this podcast. Jeff, I want to see you do better though. I want to see you do better
for sure.
Isaac said he's got to go soon, so let's try to work through here. We do have the last QB Doobie Award, mid-season QB Doobie Award, bottom 4 team that's most likely to make the playoffs. So we're strictly going off the teams that are right now in the bottom 4 of the standings. Steven just had moved up into the 8th spot, so he's not in it. But we have Jeff, we have Leighton, we have Fonzie, and we have Brent. I think for this one, did we come to a conclusion, or do we all want to have our own pick?
Let's say I'll have our own pick.
Okay, my pick is going to be... Man, you know what? Who is my pick?
I'll do mine first.
Go ahead.
Looking at it, I think my mind tells me to say Jeff, but who knows what the heck he's going to be doing to his team. He needs to figure something out. I think AI is going to come through.
Okay.
I'm going to pick AI getting the last playoff spot.
All right. Isaac, do you have one, or you want me to go?
I'm gonna go with Jeff. I think Jeff's kind of got a little bit unlucky. I don't think his team has the potential to win the league, but I do think he could possibly make it interesting at the end of the year. Maybe make it to the second round, maybe upset the first seed. If that's Kyle, I'm sorry. But
that would be.
But like we saw on Sunday, any given Sunday, anything can happen.
That's right.
With Brent's team beating Joe, so I don't know. We'll see. I mean, the 4 teams, they're buried pretty bad. So
yeah, I want to pick one of the other 2 for the sake of it. Man, recency bias almost makes you want to pick Brent, but man, I don't think I can. You know what? I think Fonzie's team has a chance to squeeze in there.
So essentially,
you never know.
Essentially, what you're saying is because you wanted to pick another team just for the heck of it. Mm-hmm. You're essentially saying who's getting last place.
I don't trust any of these teams. I think the bottom 4 that shows right now is probably going to stay the bottom 4. However, if I did have to choose one, give me Fonzie. Fonzie has George Pickens, who's been a top 10 receiver all year, Emeka Egbuka, who's been a top 10 receiver all year. Wan'Dale Robinson, ever since Jackson Dart has taken the helm, he's putting up decent numbers. And hey, he's got Quinshon Judkins, decent running back. RJ Harvey had his biggest week this last week. This team could get a couple more wins and find themselves in the playoffs. It's not I think DJ Moore has been injured on and off. Maybe Luther Burden comes in. Maybe Jacoby Myers turns around.
I can see Luther Burden coming on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes rookies sometimes rookies, they take a while, maybe second half of the season. But yeah, I'll go with Fonzie. I know I picked him to finish outside the top 5. And I think I'm not gonna have to apologize. I'm gonna say it now. I'm gonna say it now.
Double down.
Just watch him make like this massive trade.
Spend the will if he wins the league. Remember that.
Oh man, I don't think I remember that. Yeah. But
we'll look at the video.
Yeah, I'll have to look back at video that one. But I think it's pretty safe to say he's not gonna finish top 5. So yeah, there's our picks. Congratulations to all the QB Doobie Award winners. At the end of the year, we'll have some end of season QB Doobie Awards. So last thing before we let you guys go, let's do some picks for the games this week. First matchup, at least on my iPad, shows Njigba's in Paris against Like a Good Neighbors. I'm getting my guys back this week. They were all on bye last week, but I like myself in this one. Mike's still dealing with some injuries. Bucky Irvin not back. What do we think, Joe?
I think your team's unstoppable, hard to beat. That's why it doesn't have very many losses. Just that one fluke loss, right, to Keith.
I wouldn't say it's a fluke loss. Legitimate win
Kyle's
by
team
Keith.
is elite. He puts up numbers every single week, leading the league in points, I believe, by a mile.
Not by a mile. BK 30 points. BK and Zach are coming up.
I mean,
They're hot.
all I know, Kyle's team is elite. Can't be stopped. Kyle's team is going to be picked by me every single week, no matter who he plays, until he wins his championship.
Wow. Okay. Isaac, what are we thinking?
I'll go with Kyle as well. Mike's just been pretty unlucky as far as his team goes. Kyle's team, very talented across the board. Puka, Smith, and Jigba.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't see him losing. I mean, it's going to take a good week to upset Kyle's team.
How great is Kyle's team, Isaac?
It's elite. I mean, I don't know.
Isaac, on the spot. Yeah, we release our power rankings every week.
Yeah.
You want to give us like a top 5 power rankings in the league?
Yeah, I can give you power rankings. I'll go Kyle, BK and Zach,
Okay.
Joe,
All right.
myself,
Okay.
and then Ben.
All right.
Top 5.
All right. Solid top 5. I like it.
You're number one in everyone's power rankings except for yours.
Except my own.
Biased,
I'm
only used for jinxing power rankings.
yeah. I gotta stay grounded. You know, gotta stay humble. There's a lot of season left. A lot of season left. All right. So our second matchup, we have the Vanilla Gorillas against Chase and McConkey. That's Jeff against BK and Zach. BK and Zach 7-0 in their last 7. Personally, I think that they are going to be 8-0 in the last 8. I see them winning again this week. We talked about how good their roster is. Joe Flacco has unlocked the Cincinnati Bengals offense. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, Chase Brown coming off his best week of the season. I got to imagine he's going to continue playing well. And Jeff's team, hey, you know, now that I'm looking at it, not as bad, you know. Not as bad. It's not that. When you look at it, it's just meh. It's
There's
kind of
no
meh.
upside from the running backs. Travis Etienne, and then Woody Marks. Those are your top 2 running backs. So,
Isaac? Who do you got, Isaac, in this one?
I'm gonna go with Chase and McConkey, BK and Zach. I think their team is just hot right now. I think it's gonna take a lot to slow them down. I feel like BK's got the boys rolling, and Zach too. But I feel like Jordan Love, Tucker Kraft, they're gonna go off against Carolina. I feel like they'll get an easy win.
Okay, Joe, who we got?
This is probably my favorite matchup of the week. BK and Zach are going to demolish Jeff, and it's going to come from Gibbs and Ladd, who Jeff once had.
Ooh,
And it's going to be
that would be.
revenge game for Gibbs.
Well, hold on. Chase Brown and Ladd. Gibbs is on Mike's team.
Oh, never mind. You're right. Gibbs on Mike. So Chase Brown and Ladd are going to destroy Jeff. I mean, I sent an email to these guys, let them know our league, drop the link, everything like that. So they know what you did to them, Jeff, and they're not happy. So they're going to come back and they're going to come and get you. I got BK.
That would be tough. That'd be tough for Jeff. I mean, after a struggling season.
And I know how it feels. I
Then
just
to get-
watched Troy Franklin take care of my team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not a good feeling.
Nope, nothing worse than that. Hey, I will say, watch out. If Jeff does win, maybe Z Knight, that's Zonovan, aka Bam Knight, who's been the starting running back for the Arizona Cardinals. He's got a good matchup against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Maybe Jeff
Solid.
gets a big afternoon from a no-name player and pulls it off. But we all have BK and Zach. Next matchup, we have a family affair. Hillis' hamstrings, Brent Starr against Haley Steinfeld's team, Keith Starr. Haley Steinfeld's team was undefeated, 4-0. Unfortunately, suffered their first loss last week. Also suffered a Cam Scatabo injury. Man, that's tough for Keith. He was riding high. Does he bounce back this week? Who you guys got in this one?
Start with Isaac over there because
Isaac?
You know, Keith's got a lot of guys on their bye week. So I think he's going to struggle to get anything out of his flex spots. He does have Josh Jacobs and Jefferson, so those guys can go off any week. But I'm gonna have to go with Brent. I think Gente's due for a big game, and I think Brent could pull this off. Back-to-back wins for Brent.
Wow. My original pick was Keith. Looking at his matchups now, though, Josh Allen against Kansas City, which also means Dalton Kincaid against Kansas City.
Ooh,
Wow.
bad memories for.
I'm looking at Hill as his starting running back. It's not a good look. Jefferson, I think, will have a good game. Booty, I mean, he's a touchdown machine. If he doesn't get in the end zone, he has some trouble. I'm looking at his flex running back, Singletary. He also named his nickname, aka Brent's nickname. Probably talking about how Brent's single.
Oh man,
Brent has a lot riding on this guy. I'm going with Brent. Brent took me down. His streak continues. He wins. Fonzie starts freaking out because now Fonzie's looking like last place and starts making some bad trades. And I'm going to say Brent takes this one. I think there's a lot of riding on it. And after I looked at Devin Singletary, aka Brent's nickname, Brent needs this win.
Yeah, Brent.
You know,
I'm rooting for you, Brent.
I thought I was gonna let you guys go first because I thought I was gonna be all alone picking Brent.
Oh wow!
But we're all three on Brent in this one. Joe, you make a really good point. The implications of a Brent win and just how scared it makes the other bottom three players, that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jeff will start freaking out. Fonz will start freaking out.
Jeff's already been freaking out.
AI is not even going to know that he's in the bottom because can you put a message in the
Leighton.
Can somebody do some research and see
Chat.
what was the last message that Leighton had read? Can we see how far back that was?
Did he? I think at one point he did put a message in the chat. I think in the off season, because I remember putting out the WWE meme of the Undertaker. Yeah. So I think he did, but man, it's been a while. But that would be, I think Brent is gonna win his second in a row. Man, Keith, that Scatterbo injury really hurts his team a lot. He did have a nice flex pickup when he or waiver pickup when he got Butte after Fonzie infamously dropped him after doing the $100 claim for him. So yeah, he's been helping him out a lot. But man, other than his three studs, Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, Justin Jefferson, it's not looking great. And Brent's got some guys that a lot of guys that could put up some points.
I think I'm all in on Brent now. I think he whooped me by a whole 4 points, and I think I'm all in on him.
All in on Brent not getting last?
Not getting last.
Wow, okay.
You guys notice how Keith never complains about Josh Allen scoring on a tush push, but when it's his, if Jalen Hurts scores on the tush push, and he had Saquon.
Here's what I'll say about that, though. I agree he doesn't complain. However, as a lineman, you guys don't understand. You guys were linemen. A tight end in the double, that's not a lineman. You just gotta catch a pass.
For sure.
Keith and we know when the guards jump off sides like they do.
I agree.
That's a flag.
I agree. I think it's officiated terribly.
I don't think the Bills do that. I think the Eagles do that. I don't think the tush push will be around next year. And if I was in the NFL and the NFLPA, whatever, I would tell the lineman that goes against them, fake an injury after the tush push.
Yeah.
Therefore, all the statistics, this many people get injured on the tush push, even though they're not, to get it banned. That's
a good idea.
Anyway, long story short, the guards jump off sides. I think that's why Keith's upset.
I get it. That part I understand.
Yeah. I'm not. I won't say I'm anti tush push. I mean, I think it's a genius idea, and they run it so well. It's like an automatic first down anytime you're third, fourth, and short.
It's like the crappy double wing that Wasco runs in the NFL. Is what it is.
All these years,
it's definitely it's a similar concept. Yeah, it's making sure you have a play that will get you short yards.
You know what's coming, you still can't stop it.
Yeah.
You know what's coming, can't stop it.
But yeah, I agree though with the way that they've officiated. It has not been good. They've been letting the linemen get off early, and even in the last game, you had Jalen Hurts still going forward, holding the ball out, and them saying no fumble. Yeah, that's I don't know. We're going to save the matchup of the week between Joe and Isaac till the last one. So we'll go down here to Burrowito Supreme versus the Lone Mexican, Steven versus Fonzie. I'm going to take Steven in this one. Steven has snuck his way into the 8th speed, beat his brother last week to where now he's tied with Michael in record. So I think Steven picks up his 4th win, maybe even moves up a little bit in the standings. He doesn't have a terrible team. I think he's really struggling at running back, but
Sydney Tricks, Steven, I got a lot of them.
But hey, he's got some pretty decent receivers, good tight end in Tyler Warren, and Daniel Jones has really been doing well this year at quarterback. Who you guys got in this one?
I'll keep it short. I think this one's going to go down to the wire, but I'm gonna go with Steven.
Okay. Joe? Who
You
we
know,
like?
Fonzie, he's got Matt Stafford in there against New Orleans. That's going to be big for him. I don't know if RJ Harvey would do the same thing. Nick Chubb, I don't think he'll do anything. Who's on the bye week? Judkins is out. I'm looking at his roster.
Ibuka on by. That's big.
Ibuka on bye. You know, I would have picked Fonzie if Ibuka and Judkins are in. They're not. And plus, this was one of those games that Fonzie told me he was going to go on a 3-game win streak. He was going to go Ben. He was going to go 2-2. He got that right.
Mm-hmm.
Then he said he's going to be Ben, Kyle, Steven.
Okay.
Loss. I'm going to go ahead and say loss. Going against the VBC boys, I'm taking Steven.
You know what? I love Steven, best friend. I'm going to change my pick.
Ooh.
I'm going to change my pick. We're agreeing too much. And the more I look at it, I think I like Fonzie's team this week anyways. Steven's running backs are not looking good. McNichols and P. Ryan, I don't know if you're hardly getting any points there. And I like what Harvey did last week. I think
Did Steven win the Brother Bowl or no?
He did win the Brother Bowl last week, yes.
He's engaged. He's doing his first fiance now, his family.
Yeah.
That's true. Extra motivation.
Yeah.
You gotta consider that.
Yeah, and I just said Fonzie might be the one sneaking into the playoffs.
When Fonzie was engaged, he won the league.
Ooh.
Steven's engaged. Steven, get in the playoffs, he'll take you somewhere. I think we need to start considering all things outside of football.
Yeah, no, that's big championship vibes for sure. But I am switching my pick to Fonzie for this week still.
I tried Steven.
Steven, sorry.
I really did.
By the way, I'm going to the Steelers-Chargers game with Steven in 2 weeks.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
Steven
see.
got the hookup.
Maybe meet a Steeler or
You
two.
signed autographed football for him?
Maybe. You think he still would do that if I'm wearing my Steelers gear?
Maybe.
Just throwing a Chargers jersey over and then take it off after.
Yeah, true. All right, next matchup. We got Leighton Mercy Rule against Mahomes Ben Coyle. Ben is another team that's hot right now. 3 straight wins. We talked about his great turnaround, and Leighton's team not bad projected. The projections aren't too far away, only 10 points away. But I'm gonna pick Ben in this one. Mahomes has been terrific this year. James Cook's been terrific this year. Trey McBride is one of the top tight ends. He has a solid team. He just has a solid team, and Leighton gets a little boost from that Scatterbo injury with Tracy. But I think Ben wins. But I think it's gonna be a close one. But I think Ben wins. Who you guys got? Isaac, who you got?
I think I'm gonna go with Leighton.
All right, I like it. Upset, sorry, Joe.
I think he's kind of due. I think Tracy will have a big game. San Francisco's banged up with all their injuries, and I think some of Ben's guys are just kind of due for a rough week. And I'm still high on Ben's team, but I just think Leighton might be frisky this week. So
All right,
I'm gonna give it to Leighton.
I like it. The Leighton upset. Who we got, Joe?
Yeah, I think you got Cook going against Kansas City run defense. I mean, that's going to slow him down.
That's true.
You got Stevenson running against Atlanta, probably due for a touchdown. Dobbins going against Houston. I think he'll get some work there. Pollard isn't doing too hot for Ben. I'm looking at these matchups. Ben's not doing his 3 tight end start because of that. I think he's going to lose. If Ben puts in Hunter Henry, he wins. If he decides to start 2 tight ends, I think he loses. It's hard because I want to pick Ben because he's been putting up points. You know, pick him until he proves you wrong. But I think Layton has these weird, 90-point weeks and then 150. 90, 150, I think. I think the star's going to align. I'm going to go Layton on this one.
Okay. Yeah, Layton is kind of a boomer bust guy. I like how we like to tease people that start 3 tight ends, 4 tight ends in a lineup. And now we're just going the opposite now with Ben. He's like, Ben, he's got to have his tight ends.
He's got good tight ends.
He's got to have his tight ends in there. So, all right. And let's finish off with the matchup of the week. We have Team Joe Mixon, Big Joe, against Team Chasing Greatness, Isaac. I guess I'll start off with my pick since I'm the only neutral party here. And here's my analysis. Both these teams are really good. Both these teams are championship contenders. Both these teams could probably score a lot of points this week. But I don't care who is projected what this week. I don't care
Throw it out.
who's starting, who's on bye. I mean, don't even show me who you chose to start on your roster. Don't even show me what sleeper thinks the projected points is. It's Shafter Wasco week. I'm going with a Shafter boy. I'm going with Joe. Joe's going to take the win this week. Start of the championship DVD. This is the start of Joe's championship DVD if I don't win. But
Read my roster. Read it.
Let's read it. I love to read his roster. We'll do it again. Dak Prescott. Elite. Cowboy Up. Cowboy Joe. Christian McCaffrey. CMC. Bijan Robinson.
2 bounce back
Yeah,
games.
no-
Incoming right now.
Yeah, does anyone... nobody in the redraft league has those 2 players on the same team. Nobody. Derrick Henry. Elite
Comeback,
running
now
back.
that, quarterback's back.
CD Lamb.
Elite.
Cowboy,
Comeback game.
Cowboy Up. Cowboy Up. Xavier Worthy. Brock Bowers.
Mm-hmm.
He's back.
He's back.
He's not injured anymore.
He's back.
Best tight end. Alvin Kamara. Doesn't matter that he's a little bit old.
Doesn't matter.
He's going to get points this week.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Hey, he's due. He's due.
He's due. Dallas' defense? Garbage.
Yeah, that's right.
Seahawks defense against Washington. 4 interceptions.
That's right.
Sam Darnold
Maybe
turns back into a pumpkin.
Look at Isaac's face. Isaac's looking at the camera. He's nervous. Look at him.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified. I don't think it's gonna be a good week for me.
Oh, okay.
My team's
Humility.
been kind of playing with fire a little bit, so I don't know. I feel like the Wasco Shafter in this matchup, it'll go 50-50. I feel like if Wasco wins, my team's gonna lose on Sunday,
Okay.
and I feel like if Shafter wins, then my team might win.
Okay.
So
Interesting theory.
I don't know. There's no correlation. I get that, but it feels like going to be one of those weekends. So we'll see.
Listen, man, this is fantasy football. You got to do more than just vibes, right? It's more than just vibes, what you're feeling. Kyle's right. This is bigger. This is Shafter Wasco. Usually, I'm against jinxing myself. However, I think there is something to being overconfident. As when I was overconfident with Jeff, and I made it known. I smacked him. I should have been overconfident with Brent, and I would have smacked him. I think this is obvious. Shafter's going to come out, stomp on Wasco, take the win, and you're going to think, well, at least I have fantasy football to look forward to. But you're going to be wrong because my team's going to come, demolish your team. Easy win for me. Everyone's going to be thinking this is a close matchup because of projections, but my team is due. And I may have a trade in the works right now that's going to make my team better.
Oh, no.
BK, Zach, I'm counting on you guys.
Hey.
Let's keep talking.
Careful. You know Joe's trade history.
You know, my team's always thrived on bulletin board material, and you just gave them a ton of it right now. So, I mean, you better watch out. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, have you seen Wasco's test scores? I doubt you guys can even read.
We're a distinguished school in California.
Distinguished. What does that even mean?
You're going after my wife. She's a teacher at school. Come on.
Teach spelling, reading,
English.
Well, tell her to step up her game because her students
Wasco people or Shafter people don't understand the difference between lose and loss.
that doesn't understand what.
Lose and loss. They don't
What's the
know.
difference? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
only read dubs. I know what win is. Do you know what win is?
What is your record against Wasco again?
I already told you. We talked about that earlier. So
Well, you want to reveal it to the podcast?
just go back in it.
Does it start with a 1?
The average fantasy points between these two teams. Look at how close this is.
Kyle, this is bigger than fantasy now. This is bigger than fantasy.
I gotta get out of here, guy.
All right. Sorry. All right. Well, we're almost done, Isaac. Sorry. Check it out. 144, 143 for Isaac. It's very close. Very close. And hey, this matchup is probably going to come down to Monday night. Isaac has a bunch of early Sunday games. You have Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Marvin Harrison all playing Monday night. So, yeah, it's going to come down to Monday night.
I might not even need those Monday night plays.
Ooh,
Okay.
maybe not.
I love
We'll
it.
see.
I love it.
I mean,
All right.
all I gotta say is
Final thoughts.
I think it's gonna be a good week, but I think by Sunday there's gonna be another departure from the league chat. That's my bold prediction.
You're going to depart from the league chat?
I don't know who it's gonna be.
Who did you pick?
One of the
Did we
13
even get your pick? Who did you pick?
Oh, yeah. Who are you?
Go ahead.
Oh, I think he was being humble, but who are you picking?
Go ahead, Mr.
I'm
Humble.
gonna go with your team.
Oh.
So you think Shafter's going to be Wasco then? Because you said it's going to flip-flop. Or no, so
No.
you're saying I'm winning this week between us.
Yeah, I'll go with the Wasco Tigers.
You think the Tigers are going to win?
Yeah,
And you're going to lose.
42-35.
40-35. Okay.
42-35.
I have Shafter winning 35-21. Joe.
Man, I should have thought about the scores here. I'm going to say Shafter wins. I'm going to say 40. I'm going to say 45. I'm going to say 45. I'm going to say 45 to 35.
Okay.
45-35.
45-35, 10-point win.
Okay. There you have it.
It's gonna be close. I'm excited for that game. So
Should be a great game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Should be a great matchup between these two in fantasy. And yeah, thank you guys for listening. And
Did you said you had a question to ask me, or did you already ask me?
oh yeah, I did want to
No,
ask you a question.
Should I have brought that up now, or
No, it's fine. It's fine.
okay? Because I don't know what he's about to ask.
Uh-oh.
I do have some secrets. I'm worried that he has one of my secrets here, which would look bad for what week it is. Yeah, one question.
Why don't you like being called Joey?
Never. Look at this guy.
Did I pick Fonzie to win?
See Joey? You picked Steven to beat Fonzie.
Let me answer your question with a question. Did Fonzie tell you this?
I'm not gonna rat Fonzie out.
Oh no.
Wow, hopefully no one
Not your
watches
own,
Steve.
not your best friend.
I'm about to dock his pay. He's in Boston.
Your coworker.
To answer your question, I just don't. I hate it with a passion. It's like being called K-Kev from BK. Doesn't like the name K-Kev. That's just my thing. And if this league starts calling me that, then you better watch out, because I'm going to come back with a big vengeance. So.
If Wasco wins on Friday, would you change your name to Joey on the league? Just Joey.
All right, if Shafter wins, what are you going to do?
I'll change my name to something. Anything you want.
We'll talk. Let me think of something to change your name
I
to.
feel like that's fair. I mean,
Crybaby Wasco boy, maybe.
yeah, that's fine.
Or the sign stays up in his front yard.
I still like spinning the wheel. You don't want to do that.
No, I'm not spinning the wheel. That's crazy talk.
The wheel is.
I think Shafter is probably favored. I mean, in this game, like maybe. So I think there has to be.
Let's do this. Okay, I'll do anything for a steak. If because you asked me to change my name to Joe Mixon, that reminds me not to give up on Joe Mixon. If Wasco wins, I would change my name to Joey's team. And it's gonna kill me. It's gonna make me throw up. The only thing words with wearing orange. Like I can't even. I'm thinking of torture stuff now.
Yeah, you're not a Joey.
I'm
just not a Joey.
Imagine me wearing an orange jersey that says Joey on the back.
Joey.
That would be the worst punishment I can think of.
Joey, you think of like some
Some loser.
goofy like the Joey from Friends or something. Like I don't even watch Friends, but like just like like.
I'm not a Joey. If I lose, I'll do that. I'll change it to Joey's team. If you lose, you got to give me a China cuisine steak.
All right, deal.
Okay, a steak.
Hey,
A steak for a team name change.
Counting on you. Sloan, GT 2.0.
Hammy,
Osborne.
do it for me.
Come on. Hammy, what kind of name is Hammy? I mean, a ham sandwich, worst kind of sandwich. On white bread. Yeah, we got that. Hopefully I don't have to change Joe Mixon.
All right. So we did get a wager. I mean, the stakes for the wager are a little bit lower than we might have discussed earlier, but yeah, I guess that would be tough. Joey.
Second worst punishment I can think of.
All right. You guys got any final thoughts?
Any thoughts?
I think.
Apologies for that review that you think. I don't know.
No apologies.
I don't think it's the time to
It's not
apologize.
apology week.
It's still rivalry week.
Okay.
It's still rivalry week.
Oh, here we go. Isaac, what would be crossing the line when it comes to pranks? I don't want to cross the line, but I got something cooking. Throwing a rock through your window?
I mean, we could talk off the record about this.
Is throwing a rock through your window?
Yeah, that's crossing the line. Any destruction of property. Don't do anything affiliated with the school because my wife works there. So
One comp, you can't real quick.
I probably should do that.
Stand down.
He's sending a picture of school for a reason, just so you know. Hopefully.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see what happens between now and tomorrow night, and yeah, hope everyone enjoyed the show. And signing off.
That's all, folks.